So my name's Natalie, and in 2 days I am going to be undergoing an osteotomy to correct my underbite, my jaw, and just basically for anybody who doesn't know, that just means my bottom jaw sticks out, and my top jaw, well, it's double surgery that I'm having. My top jaw isn't forward enough and my bottom jaw is way too far forward, so I'm having surgery to correct that. I have previously uploaded a video just saying some basics, but hopefully this one's going to be a little bit better. Just some of the things I wanted to talk about. I wanted, if there's any questions or anything you want to ask me, you can leave me a comment, and I will certainly get back to you at some point. I am extremely nervous about this surgery. It's mainly because I've always had a phobia of hospitals. It's not as bad now, nowhere near as bad as what it used to be. I've had relatives go in hospital, and they, when I've been to visit them, I've sat there with my ears covered and my eyes closed, so because I just hate this. I hate the smell and the sound, and I hated the smell, the sight and the sound of some of the things that you'd experience in, excuse me, I've got an itchy eye, in hospital. I'm nothing like that now. I can go and sit and visit people. It still is very stressful, and the fact that I've got to have surgery just means that it's just that extra stressful for me, really. I remember when I was first told that I had to have surgery, the surgeon had basically told me that I don't know if anybody else has been told this, but I'd have to have originally like stitching around the outside of my face, with the surgeon that I was going to have at first. I don't think he does it that way anymore. I think he's got a new way, but it would have meant that I was going to have surgery done around my face, around on the outside where you could see it, and I'd be in hospital for a longer time, up to 6. I think they said up to 6 days I could have been in. That'd be a worst nightmare, and I'd have to be wired up for up to 2 months after surgery, and that really freaked me out, because I was told that at a time where I still wasn't used to hospitals or anything, and the whole situation just terrified me, really. I no longer have to go through that. It's more of a case of now of just having a couple of days at the most in hospital. All the surgery is going to be done on the inside of my mouth, so there'll be no scarring on the outside. Shouldn't be any sort of outside physical not changes, I can't think of a word, but it shouldn't show on the outside, basically, which is a good thing, because of all things you'd hate after going through such extensive surgeries to find that you have scarring on the outside. For it to be a constant reminder that you've had surgery, and you don't want that, really. no, I just know you won't want that. But now under the surgeon that I've got now is that I'd only have to be in a couple of days, which is fine by me. And he also expects me to be able to eat a Weetabix the next day. Whether I feel like eating the next day, I do not know. I will let you know on Friday this week, the 2nd of August. This journey's been extremely long. It's been emotional. Mainly for I'd say in more ways. One, from the point that of being bullied for the way I look, to like just mental stress with not liking hospitals at all, to even like having them moulds done, because when I tell you the first time I had a mould done, if people who are going through it will understand, the mould that they put in your mouth to show how your teeth look during the first time I had it done. Oh my god, the dentist, I mean, she was lovely with me apart from this point where I had my moulds done when I was lying down, like completely flat on the dentist chair, and she just sort of shoved it in my mouth. I wasn't really prepared for it, just shoved it in my mouth. I started gagging, I was going to be sick, and then because I was so panicky and I just shot up and I got this thing in my mouth, and I was like deep breaths, and I had to do deep breaths because I was panicking. And then the first mold didn't come out right, so I hated that, and I had to do it again, but this time I was sat right forward and I made sure she let me hold it. I promised I wouldn't move it, and I didn't, and it worked the second time round. It was just because I had it lying down and I was thinking, it just made me panic. Oh god, I never want, if you're going to have it done, be sat up and sat forward. If you know you've got to have it done, be sat up and sat forward. Don't be lying down, it is not good. Another thing, so I was saying on my other video that I've had hooks in different places in my mouth. I have had a hook on the inside of my teeth to bring one tooth down. I think it is this one here, next to my fang, my canine, needed bringing down, so I had to have a hook on the inside of my bottom teeth and a hook on that one to bring it down. I had to have that on for I think it was a couple of months, maybe longer. That caused like ulcers on my tongue constantly, on the side of my tongue. And then when I had it taken out, I actually missed it. I thought, it's like part of my mouth's gone missing. Your mouth suddenly feels wider. I've had quite a few with the moles done to see how my jaws change, and I saw them last week. Was it last week or the week before that I'd seen them? And my teeth have changed so much, like so much. Like my bite has gotten worse simply because of the braces repositioning my teeth to how they should be, and my bite has just gotten worse, but it doesn't feel like it's gotten worse because my teeth are now straight. It doesn't feel like it's gotten worse. I would say if this was happening in school that I would be ripped for it, I'd be bullied for it, because it does, I mean, it does look worse in the mirror. Like, I can't close my mouth as I can't make my mouth look as normal. Because I think most people who are in my situation do that, and that they keep the mouth open a little bit so that it doesn't look too bad on your lips, like you can't tell loads on your lips. I think some people can't physically do that, and I don't know how they've managed that, but that's how I've always done it anyway. Yeah, so I just did that just to make my mouth look a bit straighter than it was, because if I actually walked around with my jaw just as normal, like fully closed, or as closed as it can be, my lips sort of don't meet at all anyway. So I just always sort of have it open but my lips closed so it doesn't look as bad. Yeah, and there's, like when you have your moulds done as well, people who've experienced it, I don't know if they felt the same way. They have to take, the brackets stay on your teeth, but they have to take the wires out to make it look, make the mould look realistic as to what your teeth look like. And especially from the last ones I had done, I will miss my braces when they're gone, and I know that's weird. I've had them on for 4 years nearly, but I can already say that I don't want my braces to go, because my teeth feel like they move, and I'm going to be terrified that my teeth are going to move back to the original position. I know I'll be given a retainer for afters, but I don't want them. I just don't want them to go back. I don't ever want to have to go through this again. It's very stressful. There's just a lot more to it than just having surgery to correct your bite. It's a whole different thing. It makes you, I don't know, I can't fully explain it. I'm not very good with words anyway. It just helps you to understand more about other people who look different, and like there's been times when I've been stared at by young kids, and that doesn't bother me. The young kids, they're inquisitive, and it makes me think twice when I look at someone who looks different. I'm not a bully, so I don't sort of come out with nasty words, because that is just wrong. You just don't do that. And I know that that's exactly what people have done with me. They've seen me, and even actually there's another one, like, here's an example for you. Like, even when I was younger, the ice cream man, my very own ice cream man, come along the street and said to me, like, why the long face? This was at a time when, round about the same time, that other people started noticing it, and I didn't see it. I knew I had a long face, that's just always how my face has been, but never, it's, with the ice cream man saying that, it just wasn't very nice. I actually stormed off at that point, because it was at the time when I didn't notice, but other people obviously did, because it was talked about, but it just made me feel like worse. Like, I mean, with being 6 foot 6'3" now. I wasn't obviously that tall back in school or whatever. People just notice these things because you stand out. You stand out clear from the rest of them. It doesn't bother me now, like standing out. I'll quite happily tell people what's wrong. If people ask me, if people start like giggling and not being about, well, you're not worth my time anymore. You're not worth me getting upset over, really. They just don't bother. If you come up to me and ask me about it, that's fine. I'll give you some answers. That's people who want to be educated, and then there's other people out there who just want to take the mick, and they're just out there to try and break you, really, and it's just not fair. It's not on. Yeah, it's like from the bullying side, we really just need to, people just need to stop. Just stop. Just don't do it. I mean, like in primary school, I was bullied for being tall, like I said, and I'm getting completely off the subject anyway. Back to the teeth bit. Yeah, so one thing that is different now is I don't have pink elastics on my teeth anymore. Apparently the surgeon likes to have a specific colour. It's like a metallic colour. You can't see them. There isn't a massive difference really. But apparently they are stronger. This colour elastics are stronger and more sturdy for surgery. So that's why these ones are on. So I got used to having pink, and then they had to change me anyway. It's not fair. It's just not fair. But I'm thinking, because I've been told I need extra work on bringing my teeth down and that after surgery, so I might go for some really wacky colours and have them all changed and have, I don't know, but they're just going to be, I think they're going to be wacky colours. I think I might end up changing my mind after this. After a few weeks I might just go with plain Jane. I might not go for the different colours. But if they're going to be my final elastics, then why not go out with a bang? Why not? So I just think, what else is there to say? I was thinking of all different things earlier and I can't think of them now. I've noticed, sort of in the last week leading up to the surgery, my jaw is starting to ache more. And I think that's sort of like a psychological thing, like you want to block pain out. So that's what I've been doing. I mean, it has ached before, and it does sort of crack when I go for yawn or I open my mouth really wide. I've been getting more and more aches just in the upper side up here, like in the joints. I've been getting more pain and ache. I think that's just because of the lead up to the surgery though, really. It was probably there before, I've just not noticed it, or I've managed to block it out and deal with it, but it's there now, and I know that it's there now. Hopefully that should stop after surgery. I'm excited for my results. My only issue is I hope that the results are worth this whole journey. I hope that I will look better. Anything is better than what I look like now. I just want it to look good. I want it to look like it's been worthwhile. I just want to be pleased. and anything is better than what I look like now. So if I come out looking even the slightest bit better, I'll be pleased. If I come out looking worse though, if I feel like I look worse, I'll feel like this whole journey's been really for nothing, and I don't want to feel like that. I don't want to feel like this journey's been for nothing. You know, like I've had family and friends and that and say, we'll love you no matter what you look like, and that is such a nice thing to hear. But, and I've said this to them before, like I don't want to sound like selfish, but to me, I know my family and friends are gonna accept me for who I am no matter what I look like. But if this is just to do with how I feel, and I know it sounds ridiculously selfish, but this whole journey is just to look better. And in the long run, I don't put up with arthritis or a locked jaw or anything in the future, because I've heard stories about that as well, and I don't want anything like that. No. I'll tell you one issue I've had. There's probably other people as well who've had the same thing. I get a lot of like slobber just from the side of my mouth. I get a lot of saliva from the sides of my mouth. I know that'll happen like with the surgery and everything, but that's after surgery. That's part of the procedure. I can cope. Well, I hope I can cope with that. But I won't have this anymore after like a few weeks. Well, I shouldn't. I will be doing more videos, by the way, and in the description is my Instagram and my blogger address if people want to keep updated like daily with some pictures and parts and notes and stuff. I just thought I'd do a video just to see like what is leading up to the climax of my journey, really. That's how I refer to it. Just the climax of my journey. As the same with most people. I've also got to be prepared, like I could go in on Thursday and it could maybe be cancelled on Thursday, depending on what number I am on the theatre list. If anybody else comes in with emergencies, I might be put back. That's fine, really. I know I've been waiting sort of long enough for this, like 7 years I think altogether. But it's different if somebody comes in with an emergency, like, because it could be anything, so they should go in first. But orthodontic staff have been sort of brilliant with me, because ever since that first mould I had, I've struggled sort of with them ever since. I've not been half as bad, but I've struggled, and they've encouraged me, and they've also said that they can't wait to see my results. You become friends with these people. Like on your first couple of visits, you just think, I want to be in here and I want to be out of here, but the staff at where I am, they just make you feel so comfortable. They're really nice. They're really friendly. They keep your mind occupied. They like you to talk, and I've had some funny times as well, like when the last time I went for like profile shots, and for people who've already had this will know what I mean. For other people who are going to, you have shots done inside, you have pictures done of inside of your mouth. That doesn't mean the camera goes in. It means that you have a mirror, and the inside of your mouth reflects onto this mirror, and you have a picture taken on the outside of your mouth, basically. You don't eat a camera. You don't need to eat a camera. That is not what I mean. Yeah, but the last time I had the profile shots done, not the inside the mouth ones, but the profile ones, I have to stand by the door. Now, with me being 6'3", it's difficult for somebody who's like 5 foot to get a picture of me. So what she had to do, the orthodontist had to do, was stand on chairs. She had to stand on a chair. Health and safety was on right out the window. She had to stand on a chair, and I still had to crouch down because my head was reaching the top of like the blue board, the background of your pictures. So she had to stand on that. Bless them, they're really short. All of them are just really short people. You know, and people are getting taller, so they need to invest in some like stilettos, or I forget what they're called. Stilts. They have to invest in some stilts. I think I'm almost I think I'm at the end now, actually. I don't think there's anything else I want to say. I may well do a video one day before. I'll do some video taking, just possibly on the same day as surgery, like after, and just show you how I am. But other than that, no, I'm looking forward to being 7 days post-op. That's what I'm looking forward to. I've looked at some people's videos and some people's pictures, and they look amazing. It's fantastic results that have come out of it. They must be really pleased, and I hope mine turns out even half as good as theirs, because they just look amazing. Amazing. So I hope I turn out just even half. I don't think there's anything else to say, really. I've invested in like protein shakes, Juice Plus. If you haven't heard of it, you look for it, because if you're looking at investing in protein shakes for this operation, Juice Plus is good. It's like the healthiest form of protein shake you can get. It's not for bodybuilding. It's multivitamins and minerals and vegetables and fruits in it. It's really nice. It's just really nice. It's really good. I think that's everything, really. I'm sure that's everything. If I think of anything else, I'll post another video beforehand. Or if not, I may just pop it in the description box below. If anybody's got any comments or words of wisdom or questions or advice, pre-op or post-op, then just stick them in the comments. I will put a description in the description, my Instagram and Blogspot, so you can have a look on there. Blogspot isn't regularly updated because I like to do a full blog, but Instagram